Hey guys, Tim Ferriss here. I want to show you what I have in my bag for dog tricks and dog training. This is a question that I've had a fair amount, and I do think there are some key elements. So first of all, fashion is not a priority. So you can see I have the rockin' like Venice Beach 1980s fanny pack rollerblader style. Doesn't matter. I have tried different versions with carabiners and whatnot. Some of them look like chalk bags. They have a drawstring. All a huge hassle. So I would not use those. This is a doggone good exclamation point, which I actually find very good for a number of reasons. There is a magnet, so you can just do that and it will close as opposed to a drawstring. This becomes important when food starts breaking apart. So a couple of elements that I want to point out here. The first is that I have primary pocket with dog treats. All right, now I have a Ziploc bag to prevent continual washing of this. As far as the dog treats go, you can use kibble, you can use really cheap crap, but as one of the trainers I worked with said to me, it's a crowded bar, you gotta tip with 20s. So if you're giving them kibble, for instance, there was a period of 2 or 3 weeks where Molly, my pup, wasn't responding to anything, wasn't replying to recall, meaning, come Molly, wasn't doing anything. I was giving her this kibble and it worked for a while and it didn't compute that I needed to up the ante and go from 1s to 5s to 10s to 20s. And that's when I started using these lamb treats from Origin, which are the equivalent of 20s. And immediately, no difference in the training, within a week, things took a complete hockey stick trajectory. So that is part one. Now on the inside pocket, I do like that this has multiple pockets. This was more useful and necessary when she was a pup, but I had one of these. And I use this for getting her into the car. I use this for getting her attention. And this is a squeaker from a squeaker toy. So it's usually inside some type of plush animal, but that is an irresistible sound to most young dogs and gets their attention immediately. So this was used very early on. I don't use it as much, if at all, these days. All right, a few other things that I want to point out. There aren't that many. I keep this on my right side almost always. Molly is very consistently on my left side, and there are some differences of opinion among trainers as to which side you should have it on. I don't think, by and large, it matters all that much. What I like to do is have this side pocket immediately available for the clicker. Now you'll notice that I've positioned the clicker so that as soon as I pull it out, sort of like positioning a handgun, as soon as I have this and I pull it out, it's ready to click. Okay, that is a reward marker. So if I say, Molly, come, hand marker, she comes, poke, I can pick this out, click, and then give her a treat. All right. And there's obviously a lot more to it, but the clicker is a constant companion for me. I use it for precision if we're working on new behaviors, new skills. And the best books for that I've found, I've read 20 or 30. I'm sure there are other good ones out there, but the most concise and I think actionable are Don't Shoot the Dog by Karen Pryor, with the extra chapter on clicker training, and a very hard to find book called Command Performance, which is a compilation by Whole Dog Journal. I'm sure it's in Berkeley or Portland or somewhere. And that is effectively one behavior every 2 pages. And it gives you a good overview of positive enforcement training, operant and classical conditioning, etc. Okay, next we have emergency pocket. All right, so I have a very weak whistle, meaning if it's not gonna work if my dog is 200 feet away or 200 yards away, right? I've tried to learn how to whistle with my fingers. It's comical, it's terrible, it is completely tragic. So until I'm able to do that, I have the emergency pocket. Now this is to get a hold of Molly if she just goes gonzo into red line and starts taking off. There are 2 options, and it depends really. This is gonna be my first course of action, and this is a dog whistle. All right, so kind of like Mariah Carey record, sort of dog whistles. This is, that's all that you hear. All right, so it doesn't bother other humans. She will hear this for sure. Okay, so that's option number 1. And then if I really need to pull the emergency brake, this one is the regular old whistle, okay? And I have a very particular whistle. I'm not gonna give it out because I don't want other people imitating it, but I do have a particular whistle and cadence to recall Molly, right? So yours could be like, whatever it might be, making it more unique than just Rover. But everybody has the same whistle. So pick up something that is your own unique sort of code or Morse code for recalling your dog. And those are the items in my bag that are most consistently used. Very versatile, very easy to travel with. I keep this fully stocked at all times. I just leave it by the door as is, and I can grab the leash, grab this, and off I go. If you enjoyed that video, let's talk about a list. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Foxx, undisputed king of big wave surfing, Laird Hamilton. The list goes on and on. What do they have in common? They're sharing their secrets, their morning routines, favorite books, everything with me on my podcast, The Tim Ferriss Show. 70 million plus downloads, iTunes Best of 2015. Check it out. You will not be disappointed.